12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of High Top Sports. You see the suit. I don't need to say anything else, but we got ourselves a commit. Ladies and gentlemen, Will Griffin. Kid's an absolute stud. We're going to talk all about him. Welcome to the show. Be sure to smash the like button, of course. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And let's dive right into it because Billy is cooking. If you guys haven't noticed, what is today? Can somebody tell me what today is? I'll tell you what day it is. It's the first week of June. Well, what does that have anything to do with, Sheldon? That means it's Jubilee weekend, baby. It's Jubilee June. We're already getting up to a fiery start. It's June 1, baby. We waited like 15 days last time for this. Billy already said, no. We're going to own June, okay? Jubilee June was born last year. I was trying to look for a word on the internet to describe a fantastic moment, a fantastic event, and Jubilee is what was born. And I feel like Billy and the staff have just embraced it. And look, we here at High Top Sports appreciate it. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a big Jubilee weekend sign. Could you imagine? You show, we get photos, there's a Jubilee. I'm just saying. We're going to talk all about it. I know where this is going to head, right? 2026 quarterback, way too far out. I'm going to stop you right there. You need to chill out, sit back, and relax. I'm going to tell you why this is a big deal all kinds of ways. Could we see more commits this week, number one? Could this be the first domino to fall for multiple sunglasses tweets from Billy Napier? I like to believe so. I would like to believe so. Obviously, it's a big visit weekend for the Florida Gators, so you love having this on the first legitimate official day. There was photos yesterday, so I guess you can say yesterday was the official day. People were kind of coming in, hanging out, taking photos. We saw a ton of things from Antoine Hill, offensive lineman, guys taking their photos, having a great time, enjoying themselves. Cannot wait to speak with Keith and the guys from On 3 and get their coverage from all of this. I know they've got their own thing going on right now because it is a pretty big weekend. But let's talk about Will Griffin here. First of all, somebody tweeted out today that every time I hear Will Griffin, I think of Will Greer. And somebody tweeted it, and I was like, I'm glad I'm not the only one. No correlation whatsoever outside the name is similar, right? And kick and sling it. So those things excite me. Let me go ahead and play the clip of him announcing his commitment to the Florida Gators. He had it on his IG Live. Shout out to Dave Swolder for posting this for us, so we're able to have that. But take a look at it, and then we're going to look at his film, look at his stats, and again, what this means for the Gators in the future and 2026, why I think he possibly will be reclassifying. Again, there hasn't been any talks about it, but I'm going to give my thoughts and opinion right after I play this for you guys. Now, he says something like, thanks for making it happen, coach. Obviously, again, the dream to be able to play for the Florida Gators, obviously, probably been something that's been on Will's timeline for quite some time. As you can see here, 6'3", 4-star guy, nationally ranked 89th currently out of Tampa, Florida, 7th ranked quarterback. This is, again, for the 2026 class as of now. Now, let me read you the breakdown that 247 has for him. I love this. From Andrew Ivins, the director of scouting, they always have their evaluation broken down. So, structured quarterback prospect with a muscular frame, thick quads, big thighs, and large hands. That can't stay on schedule and has proven to be a rather effective distributor on the move. Durable, tough, cat that will stand his ground and take a hit. And you guys will see this when we go to the film here in just a moment. Owns a smoother stroke. I'll go to that now. I'm reading it right now. Smoother stroke and can deliver tight spirals. Not a flamethrower, as he will change his speeds and can get it deep. But arm can persist some limitations. Usually takes what a defense is going to give him and isn't the one that's going to try and take a ton of risk. However, needs to cut down on the interceptions, has started a ton of games while playing for one of Tampa's more storied programs. Projects as a future multi-year starter at the Power 4 level that is likely going to need a few development years before he's ready to go on Saturdays. Now, here's why I say the reclassifying could happen, because is it early? Yes, but if you think about it, DJ Lagway committed same time cycle here. Stay with me. If DJ Lagway would have committed this year, he committed in December. So I think about how early he committed on. So if Will committed in December of this year, that would have been the same timeline as DJ Lagway. So Will's 6 months sooner before that, which I don't hate that either, especially with the quarterback. You want that presence early on so you can start building around that quarterback class. This 2025 class, you see where we're at. All the quarterbacks were already taken, and we're over here trying to flip guys. That's where this class is currently. So you have to be this far ahead. And again, it's not even that far. It's on time in the sense of where quarterbacks are going and how early they are going. Now, why I think a possibility of a reclassification, I don't know of his grades. It may not even be on the board. But because he is 2 years out, he could come in as that 2025 quarterback, which we've talked about before. I said it in the show just a few days ago. When I talked about this crystal ball coming in, the guys that are coming in, they got to look, man, this is DJ's home. He's going to be here for a couple of years, and I'm going to sit behind him. Will reclassifies. He's going to redshirt immediately. He's okay with sitting. It doesn't necessarily hurt his timeline any, but he gets to come in early. And with NIL and the ability to make money very soon, it's way more lucrative in my opinion now, and it's always been lucrative, but it's even more appealing now to reclassify, especially if you're okay with sitting for a year. Come in, work the NIL opportunity, build your brand bigger than what it is, and be able to sit behind guys like Graham Mertz and DJ Lagway. Again, I don't know if it's a possibility, but because of how soon it is, I wouldn't put it off the table. It reminds me of the Austin Simmons situation. Austin Simmons, who committed to Florida or was supposed to commit to Florida, then obviously we know what he did. He reclassified. He's extremely young too. Will is extremely young, so the possibilities of this happening are very slim, but just throwing it out there, it could happen. But if it doesn't happen, again, it's right on time, right where things should be, which again, I still love. Love the fact that we got our quarterback for 2026 already, and look excited to see how he's going to, grow into this role. Again, DJ Lag, when he committed in December, it was one of the biggest commits, and it was one of those things we had to hang on to for the entire year. But that DJ Lagway's commitment, I, in my opinion, catapulted that class and allowed for the class to stay together. You go get somebody like a Will Griffin for that 2026 class when, before you know it, we're going to be slowly trickling into that as it comes. It's important to have someone in there like that. So great stuff there for Will Griffin to commit on a massive weekend, on Jubilee weekend, to lock himself in with the Florida Gators. So Andrew Evans said thighs of a thoroughbred. Yeah, I love he says thick quads, big thighs, and large hand. This kid's a stud, bro. 6'4", I think he's 230. Let me see how much he weighs. 225. 6'3", 6'4", 225. 4-star recruit, .95. Again, plenty of time to continue to grow up. Hey, Hayes did us a solid here, boys. He tweeted out, said over Florida State and over Michigan and others, I believe. So love the little jab there to Florida State. Obviously, we know about Jalen Waters. He decommitted from Florida State. And Jalen Waters is a cornerback / safety. He's also part of the 2026 class. He also has been crystal balled. I mentioned this in our crystal ball show just a few days ago. Will Griffin and Waters were both crystal balled simultaneously, basically, just 2 days ago to come to Florida. Now, one of those balls has fallen to Florida. Could we see another one happen this weekend? Could we see a 2025 happen this weekend? In my opinion, I would like to see that. But if we know anything from last year, there'll be a big weekend and a big weekend next weekend, and then hopefully we'll see something from those come together. That's, again, what we've learned from watching this thing operate and go on for the last 2 years. So that's how I see it unfolding. I was seeing the same thing Bashat says. I'm assuming you're thinking the same thing as him reclassifying. Again, 6'3", 225. He is coming. This isn't to take a shot, but this kid's bigger than Jaden Rashada, right? This kid's bigger than Nico Lambe from Tennessee. And then this kid has the size. It's going to come down to development and his growth, right? Typically, what you see with these quarterbacks, they come in, they've got the great headspace, able to look on the field, but they don't have the size yet. So you got to put a lot of size on. This kid already has those things, similar to DJ Lagway. So it wouldn't be completely crazy for him to reclassify, immediately redshirt. There's no question he redshirts and gets to sit behind two of the best quarterbacks, a top 10 quarterback according to PFF in college football next year. I think it would do him wonders. Again, is he able to do these things with those things? I don't know. I really don't know. But this is the world that it's getting. This game is getting younger and younger. I guess we can say, right? When you look at it from that perspective. We just got a massive super chat here from Flo. My goodness. Flo says, hype for the season. Billy is cooking. And Shelton, you the man, bro. Flo, you the man, baby. Appreciate you for the support and the love, man. That means a lot, man. Hell yeah. Let's go, boys. Go Gators for that one, Flo. I got to get my buttons back. I got a new roadcaster, and I have been a bum on getting the hype buttons back for when we get to big time super chats like this. So, Flo, I thank you for that, my man. I am hyped for as well. If you guys haven't seen, we posted a video last night. We were able to interview the agent for DJ Lagway, Shamar James, and Tank Hawkins as he spoke about the Gatorade deal. It's an absolutely incredible interview. It talks about NIL. It talks about how they landed the Gatorade deal and how DJ Lagway is on a long-term deal with Gatorade. So really great stuff there. We're pumping out the content, and you guys have been appreciating, showing a lot of love. So that I really appreciate that. It means a lot. So great stuff there, all around great stuff for the Florida Gators. So great news to start off Jubilee June. Like I said, I'm hoping we'll have a few more. Wednesday is going to be a jam-packed show as well. So make sure you guys tune in for Wednesday. I'm working on trying to land us an interview possibly next week for the following show while I'm out. So a lot of things are working and rocking and rolling there. No, so hit the like button to get us to the moon. Absolutely, boys and girls. 200 strong in here. Be sure to smash the like button. And again, of course, subscribe. On the way to 21,000 subs. Crazy when you say it like that. You know what I mean? 21,000. Absolutely insane. Will probably won't get a start till he's a redshirt junior. And look, that's J Money. That's okay though, right? That's my point, is that a redshirt junior, or I think a redshirt sophomore, right? So he'll be a junior, which would put him, if he were to reclassify. The math gets a little weird for me, got to be honest with you, because DJ obviously won't play. Then he'll probably play for 2 years, I'd imagine, at Florida. So hopefully, right? So if he were to reclassify, then yes, he would be a redshirt junior. You're right. Which is, so he's a senior redshirt junior. So you have 2 years left. But imagine, like, again, you're going to sit behind DJ Lagway regardless, right? I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. You sit behind him, you get 2 years. That's all you really need nowadays. If you can show 2 legitimate years, but you sit behind him, you get to build, you're able to grow. I think that'd be huge. Again, that's a big future decision that I'm not in charge of. So I don't make the rules. Love the show, and note, thank you, Dave. Go Gators, Flo. Thank you, my man. Aspects of that video last night was legit, unbelievable insight and knowledge. Thanks, Sheldon. Absolutely, Aspect. That was, look, shout out to Justin and those guys from the Network Advisory doing the interview. It was a blast. I reached out to him the moment the commercial dropped, I think like the next day, and we made it happen 24 hours later. So all around great work from everyone to get it done and lock it in. So shout out to those guys, because it was a really good interview and a lot of information. Again, this whole NIL world, it moves very, very fast. And it's also why, if I'm Will Griffin, I'm taking a look at this going, okay, there could be some changes coming up in the next year, right? So you commit now, you reclassify now, get grandfathered in a sense. Also, too, again, I don't know how this stuff works, but if I'm Will Griffin, I'm seeing DJ Lagway on Gatorade. Do you now go have a conversation with the Network Advisory, right? Like, hey, I'm the next big thing coming in after DJ. I know it's a far year out, but let's get this conversation started. If you go watch that video, we talk with Justin. He discusses the relationship that they built with DJ Lagway, like how early on it came from Bryce Young, I believe is what he said. So he was close with Bryce's father. They like, oh, gotta go check this kid out. And he sat down, and the rest is history. So they're in part of DJ's life very early on, as if they would be if they were to speak with Will Griffin now. So again, I don't know how much all these things are connected, but you gotta, that's how my head thinks. Start connecting these dots, and that's why that Gatorade commercial, why I was so hyped about it, is because of the things that can build from it. It's called the Big Mo, and the big momentum can do a lot, can move a lot of different directions, and it's crazy what it can do. $5 super chat from J Deuce, just from J Deuce. Well, J Deuce, thank you, J Deuce 22, for the love, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for the. He says, love you, man. Go Gators. Love you too, Jay. He didn't put it on the super chat. Appreciate the $5, man. Thank you so much. Dalton will probably end up a 5-star. I don't know who we're talking about. Really love that show last night, Perry Mason. Yeah, look, what's really cool is I really love it when you guys appreciate the content. Sometimes those things may not get as much views just because it's not like groundbreaking things. But if you guys have the bell turned on and are able to watch it, it was some incredible stuff. And the feedback in the comments was awesome. That's what really fired me up, is how much you guys loved it and enjoyed it. It'll fire you up too. I mean, hell, you know how I get. I find anything and everything to get fired up about. And just hearing him talk about DJ Lagway, he knows DJ from a personal level, obviously working with him from time to time. And he was at Florida. His agent, Justin, is an alum of Florida, was at Florida during the Tebow era, during the time that they won, I think he said, was it 4 natties in like a 4 year, or 3 natties in a 4 year time, something like that. So he's been part of this culture. He's been part of the winning culture, him being Justin, and is bringing that back. And he spoke to DJ sticking with the Gators when everybody was like, he's going to flip. He's like, no, he gave Florida his word. He says and I quote, he wants the smoke. He wants all the smoke. He wants this battle. He wants to bring the Florida Gators back to greatness. And you got to believe these guys like Will Griffin and guys that are committing now want that, or have that same mentality, that same attitude. Like, this is what fires me up, because all the negativity, right, that is circling, and I say negativity lightly because people are frustrated with how the program is headed internally, and this is starting to get louder and louder, is the internal noise is the complete 180 of what everyone else is saying. And that's honestly what matters most. Yes, perception is reality, but thankfully the perception is, once they get on campus, that isn't the reality, which is huge. $2 from Torah Synagogue, I believe. Just says $2. Thank you, man, for the super chat, little turtle man. I appreciate the love and support there. Barron says Griffin would be either a redshirt freshman once Lagway leaves, or a redshirt sophomore when Lagway leaves if Will Griffin classes up. Okay, that's what I thought. A redshirt sophomore if he classes up, which, in my opinion, that's perfect. So he's a redshirt sophomore, actually a junior, right? But he's a redshirt sophomore. So think about it. He has 3 years of football left that he can play, which is more than plenty. And his senior year, he'll be like what these past quarterbacks were in their 6th and 7th year, a little bit older, right? Like, think about how that kind of plays out. He'll be primed in his redshirt sophomore, redshirt junior year. It's weird when you say it like that. We're just going to call it his sophomore and junior year. But up here, right, and in football experience, he's a junior, right? His redshirt sophomore year. So all those things, in my opinion, is what makes that really important and really powerful. Hey, bud. Dada! Hey, bud. I see mom's watching you, huh? Hey, you're just so excited. You had yeah. So our son now can open doors, and apparently the wife just said, you know what? Who cares? Yeah. Dada! Say, go Gators!
Baba.
Okay, that was close enough.
Baby.
Go, baby. Let's go, baby. Mama. Okay. Good job, buddy.
Mama.
Go get your...
Mama.
Say bye. He goes, I'm out, bitch. He goes, I'm out. I'm not fucking leaving. Oh, that was incredible. That was incredible. That might have been the best thing ever. He came in fired up. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Torres says, I don't know if you remember, I was one of the ones having a hard time and got my feelings when I saw you had a Georgia page as well and had to apologize. Oh yeah, I do recall. Yeah, you're all good, man. Look, I was a little taken back when a lot of people, one guy messaged me privately and was kind of roasting me for starting the High Top Georgia channel, which we it's ran by somebody else, but we're helping trying to grow the brand. And people were upset, and I kind of had to learn, like, it is what it is, but you're all good, man. I get it. I'm not holding any feelings. I just feel bad when people get frustrated about stuff, and I get it, man. So it's all good. He's getting big, guys. He's getting huge. He's got that Gator in him, to say the least. J-Do says, $10 says, man, I love this guy. Family man, go Gators. I appreciate it, Jay. That's my boy right there. It's hopefully he takes over the family business. You see, he's got the energy, so he has a little spacesuit. We should have fired it up, to be honest with you. Hey, mark my word. If we get another commit this week and we have a daytime show again, he'll be on suited up if it still fits him, because the guy's growing like a weed. $10 says, keep putting the world on notice. Go Gators. We are back, baby. $5 from T. Parker. Absolutely, baby. Absolutely. Billy's letting him know, baby. Billy's letting him know, and I love it. I got twin girls at age 4. I know exactly how it is. They're just little crackheads, bro. Absolute little crackheads. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All Gator already. I love it. Yeah, Perry, he's fired up. He loves it. So, look, boys, big time commit, big time energy from little man. Great stuff there. So, love it as always. Like I said, big time things coming up this week. We got Will Miles and the guys coming on to talk about Read and React. I just ordered their magazine. Oh, hey, real quick. Let's do this. We're going to talk about more on Wednesday, but I want to pump these guys. They're ranked second right now on Amazon. Their Read and React book. 70 pages, this thing. I actually ordered one for Cody because we're going to put it under his chair. It's going to be a little seat booster for him at the house. That's how thick it is. I want to get these guys number one if we can. I know Gator Nation's got the ability to do it. It's $20. 70 pages is just like Gator just juice, baby. Like, too cool. Eugene's on the front cover. It's absolutely incredible. Mine's coming to be here tomorrow. Cannot wait to hold it and cherish it and love it. So if you guys haven't got it, go support those guys. Will Miles on Read and React. Check it out on Amazon. It'll be here today, which is just great stuff. Good stuff there. So I love you guys. I appreciate y'all tuning in. 300 strong on here on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. If there are already more, turn the bell on this weekend. Jubilee weekend could be a fiery one, boys and girls. I love you. Let me click the music. Y'all be good now. Stay breezy, baby. Oh, a couple super chats. Hold on. You guys showing the love. I love it. Oh my goodness. Almost missed them. Debbie says, great job on the recent interviews, especially the one with Keith Nabier. Great Gator coverage. Your son is adorable. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. And yes, Keith was incredible. A lot of people loved Keith too, which was great. And thank you. My son, my little man is pride and joy. Justin says, $10, his parrot character flying in the air with a red cape and a smile on his face. And a song in his heart. I love it. I love it. And Dalton Muck and Fuss. Back to back natties, baby. Loading. We ain't losing. Buckle up, boys and girls. We back. Smash the like button. I love you. We'll see you boys in the next one. Peace and love, baby.